Hello guys, this is the Epiphany. In today's video I'm going to be revealing my entire intelligence Echo Flip set, and the reason why I'm doing this is because next Tuesday in the update the Ivory Dofus, Ebony Dofus and Shiny Protect are actually being nerfed along with some other items. So if the meta changes, then I'm actually going to change my entire set, but as for the moment, I'm still using this set and I don't feel the need to keep it a secret anymore, because as of a few months ago, back in July, I was the only Echo Flip in the server Echo to have this set. But recently I've started noticing other Echo Flips using this set as well, so it's not really a secret anymore. I'd like to mention that all credits go to my friend Austin, who plays on Eliseo now, but he used to play on Echo. He's the one that told me this set. It's a 12 AP, 6 MP intelligence set, and it's pretty nice. So thanks to him, all credits for this set go to him. I also want to mention that my Colosseum rating is 5,797, and that is pretty high. I don't think I've seen anyone get a higher rating than that. And I also want to mention that on the 6th of December, the Colo tokens from Colosseum victories will be increased by 100%, which pretty much means double. And that's going to be in roughly half an hour from now, so I'm going to be spamming Colo. But due to the fact that I have a high rating, if the rating is too high and I wait like 15 minutes and I don't get a fight, I'll be switching over to my Algonac, who has a much lower rating than this. Okay, so getting into the set, first thing I want to do is show you the resistances of the set. So it's a 17%, 30%, 33%, 32% and 25% resistance set. 12 AP, 6 MP. It's got some decent fixed resistances as well. Obviously 40 of each is from the Ivory. And the only bad thing about it is probably 4,080 Vitality. It's a bit on the low side. I'd prefer to have at least 4,400 for PvP. And that's pretty much the recommendation I have for others as well. Alright, so the stats, it's pretty generic stats. 1074 intelligence, 420 wisdom. I did put one wisdom into the points, because otherwise I'd be on 419, and adding that extra one wisdom from characteristic points will get me that extra AP and MP parry, which is nice. As for the advanced stats, it's 5 range, which is pretty decent, but that's because I don't have a range EXO and I simply can't really figure out where to put it in the set. 5 range is pretty sufficient in my opinion. 67% critical hits, which is really nice. That's a lot of crits for a set to give. 2.5k initiative is pretty nice. 29 heals, 24 lock. And one of my favorites is 103 dodge, which is really high considering it's an intelligence set. Decent damage, 81, fire damage, 73, critical damage. So it makes up for the fact that, the low fire damage, when I crit, it will do a lot more damage because of the critical damage. Distance damage, 14% because of the 4-leaf shield. And yeah, pretty much the others I've shown you already. Alright, so getting into the set now. I'm just going to remove the Kuliv, there. Unfortunately, I can't remove the Mimisimbic of the Inky Veil, otherwise it will destroy the item. Now, just to let you guys know, I only recommend using this set on an Echo Flip. It will not work on any other character, because Echo Flips, Echo Flip has the spell called Wheel of Fortune, and if you use this spell and it crits, you get 350% power for 3 turns, which is nice, because classes that do not have buffing spells, this set is actually going to do pretty low damage for them, because 1074 intelligence is actually on the low side. Usually level 200 PvP sets have around 1200 of the elemental stat that they're in. Okay, so The hat that I'm using is a Nomaro helmet, and I measured myself. It's pretty decent. The only thing that could be better is probably the heels and a bit more wisdom. But yeah, I got it to 148 vitality, and I used a 75 vitality Transcendence rune on that. The cape is an Inky Veil. Pretty nice stats. You know, for an intelligence character, it's pretty much perfect. Has max vitality and intelligence. Then added a 2% Earth Transcendence rune on that. This Rhine-Needle belt is really nice. 3% Earth resistance. I'm not sure if you remember, but I actually crit landed a 3 wisdom rune on this belt, and I posted it on my community post on YouTube. And the reason why I'm using this Rhine-Needle belt is because of the 2 item set bonus, which links with this Rhine-Needle amulet, which is pretty much a perfect stats Rhine-Needle amulet, except for the prospecting, but no one cares about prospecting in PvP. And it's also 3% fire resistance overmage, which is really nice. This one here, 3% earth resistance, in case you didn't realize. Okay, moving on to the Nomaro Getters. Really nice stats. I'm pretty satisfied with this item. You know, 48 wisdom is probably the only thing that can be criticized, but I'm pretty happy with this item. Perfect int, perfect agility, 75 vitality Transcendence rune. Yeah, pretty decent. Moving on to this Ringoose, 1 MP, 1% fire resistance exo. The only thing that I don't like about this is the 66 intelligence. Preferably, you know, I would like it to be 68 or 69 at least, but it's got 10 AP parry, which is pretty hard to get as well, considering doing a 1 MP, 1% fire resistance mage. Because whenever you add the 1% fire resistance, it'll drop something. And, you know, keeping the AP parry at 10 is very lucky on my part. 1 AP Nomaro ring. So this isn't maximum damages, but that's because you actually need to drop the range for that, and I'm not going to rely on the range drop every single attempt because that's going to take too long. But apart from that, it's pretty nice. It's probably better than what they have in the market anyway in terms of stats. You know, 38 out of 40 wisdom is on the higher range there. Max resistances as well. Usually people leave the resistances missing for some reason, maybe because it's used for a PVM purpose more often. Yeah, but I have a 3 set pieces for the for the Nomaro set. Gives 8% crit, 12 critical damage, 1 AP, 40 agi, 40 int, which is pretty nice. Lastly, we have a Corrupted Bow, and Corrupted Bow is hunting weapon, 2% fire resistance, Transcendence rune. Common question that I get is, how can you add a Transcendence rune if the item has a hunting weapon, because it's technically an exo mage? Well, that's the only exception for the rule. Usually you can't add a Transcendence rune if an item is exo mage or overmage, but hunting weapon doesn't count. So, you know, added hunting weapon and 2% fire resistance. Useful thing about that is that I'm actually level 200 hunter, so whatever monster I fight in the game will drop like meat, and dropping the meat, you know, I can sell it in the market, and you know, it makes up for the karmas. For example, let's see, meat here. So these are just like random meats that I dropped whenever I fought random monsters. So, you know, they're not worth much, but it's better than nothing. So that's why I added the thing. Lastly, we have a 4-leaf here, which is perfect stats, 100 vitality, exo mage. I actually dropped 1 AP exo for this in a previous video. I'm not sure if you guys remember it. It was a few months ago. Then I fixed it to perfect stats and added the 100 Transcendence rune. I got this YouTube shield from Twitter, one of the Inkama mods, so thanks to them for that. But it's pretty much to show off that I am a YouTuber and I have a YouTube channel. Okay, so now the mount, Emerald and Orchid Rhine-Needle, 50 int, 1 AP, 5% critical. Then we have Shiny Protect, Ivory, Ebony, Turk, Ochre, and Volbus. When the Shiny Protect gets nerfed, I will either use a Crimson or maybe an Abyssal instead of that. But the other 5 Dofus eggs are pretty important for me. So yeah, that's pretty much the set. I'm just going to put the leaving items back on. If you have any questions about the set or anything about how to mage the set or just Echo Flip builds in general, feel free to let me know in the comments section below and I'll be sure to answer it. I just want to stress that this set is only suitable for an Echo Flip, because if you use it on a different character, they actually will not do much damage on it because the int is pretty low. Yeah, so only get this set if you are an Echo Flip. Alright, thanks for watching, and I'll see you at the next videos, which will probably be me recording Colo fights of the 6th of December Almanacs.